Can he do this? A U.S. president wants to build a massive monument in the heart of Washington, D.C., taller than historic landmarks. But can a president actually do that legally? A proposal to build a massive new monument in Washington, D.C. is raising eyebrows, not just because of its size, but because of who wants to build it. Can a U.S. president actually order something like this? Why this matters. Washington, D.C. isn't just any city. It's governed by layers of federal law, historic preservation rules, and congressional authority. If a president could bypass those rules, it would signal a major shift in executive power. Full story. The proposal. Reports indicate President Donald Trump has expressed interest in constructing a massive monument in Washington, D.C., one that would visually rival or even dwarf existing national landmarks. Who controls Washington, D.C.? Unlike other cities, D.C. is under federal jurisdiction. Congress holds ultimate authority over land use, monuments, and major construction projects in the capital. Can a president act alone? Legally, no. A president cannot unilaterally build a monument of this scale. Such a project would require congressional approval, federal funding authorization, compliance with zoning laws, approval from the National Capital Planning Commission, review by historic preservation agencies. Executive influence versus legal limits. While a president can propose, promote, and politically pressure agencies or lawmakers, the Constitution does not grant the White House direct power to override Congress on public land projects. Why critics are concerned? Opponents warn that framing monuments as personal or political symbols risks turning national spaces into partisan tools, something past administrations have avoided. Supporters' view. Supporters argue that presidents should have more freedom to shape national symbols, especially if projects are privately funded or framed as patriotic. Impact, significance. This debate isn't really about architecture. It's about whether symbolic power can slowly expand into legal authority and where the limits of the presidency truly lie. Outro plus CTA. Should a president have the power to reshape America's national monuments, or should Congress always decide? Subscribe to One America Daily for clear reporting on power, law, and accountability. Comment trigger question. Should any president be allowed to build monuments in Washington, D.C., or does that power belong strictly to Congress?